All right, it's D-Day. It's time to finish this. Let me tell you what I've done so far. I've glued him to his base because the next steps I like to have him solid because he's going to be moving around a lot and I can handle him better if I've got this base here. Okay, I've gone ahead and done the spurs. I got to do a little touch up. That glue, super glue, turns white sometimes, and that's what it did there, so I have to touch that up. But anyway, spurs are on, good and solid. I've put the belt tips on, they're both on. His head's been put in place, so there's just a couple things left to do. First thing is to put the leather ties on the side of the saddle, which is what I'm going to do right now.
Side of the
Saddle, not the saddle, his chaps. Thanks, Judy. I tell you. So to do that, I start at the bottom, not the top. Put a little super glue right there. Get me one. And just slide her in there. Like that, okay? And the reason I start at the bottom is because these will overlap, as you'll see. Just like that. That's what you want. Now this one up here, I think I might have one in here that's a little shorter. Nope. Well, let's see if it'll go in there. Yeah, it goes in there. So there, we got that side. Now that's a great detail right there. Now we do this side over here. Glue there. Slide this one in. And just like that, everything worked out just fine. That really makes it look spiffy. Okay, the next thing, set that out of the way, is the lariat, lasso. So, to do that, you have to make sure you get it, get in there. Bring it back around again. And if we're lucky, we can get one more in there. Come on. Sorry, I forget my head anyway. There we go. But before we do that, we slide it up through here.
through the loop.
Through the loop. Now you see why I like to have him on a base to do these steps. There goes the glue. Full and then loose. Get it in there. Get this loop up some more, closer to his hand. About right there. And then we're going to bend it. And you want to be careful. You don't want to bend it to break the hand off. We've come too far for that to happen. But you want to bend a loop in it. Let's slide that up a little bit more. I want it to form his hand. And you want it to look natural. Make sure you get the weight right. By that I mean you want that loop to hang to where it's balanced. You don't want it sticking out like that or like that. You want it balanced. And that could be a little bit there. Okay, we got that. Now we bring this around front. Now I want to show you something here before we go any farther. This is a modern cowboy lariat. They're made out of nylon and they're really stiff. They're like that over the old style lariats, which were probably made out of rawhide or, well, I don't know, maybe they were made out of cotton, but they didn't have nylon back then. So they weren't made out of this stuff. So when I say you want it to hang straight, here's what we're trying to do. This is what we're doing right here. And my arms are relaxed now, so this is just what you want, okay? The reason I'm showing you this is because this is stiff. I can let go, it's going to keep its shape. Because this rope is just so stiff. And we're just going to assume that our little cowboy has this type of lariat. You can see how long these things are. Like I said, they were about 30 to 35 feet. Okay? So I'll just lay that over here. Now I made the hole in his hand here just about, get this out of the way, just big enough, as you can see here, just big enough to where these wires will lay in there comfortably, okay, and not have a lot of space around them. Now this hole over here, as you can see down through there, see it's much larger, because we're going to go through there several times. And it's going to take a while to get this. I doubt if we have as many loops in this lariat as that one over there in this hand. Again. this one I'm going to kind of use to lock it in place. I get her in there, she'll go. It's just a matter of getting it in there. Finding the right spot. Get in there, come on. Where are you? Where is the spot? Right there it is. Get in there. There. Okay, now the same on this side. You want these loops to be comfortable in there. You don't want it square coming out of his hand. Make this a little round here. There we go. This piece, I'm going to bend down straight. The reason I did that is I want that back in there protected where someone's not going to come around and get poked by it, okay? Wish I could have got it over on the other side of that one. There we go, that'll work. I want to just okay, now, looking at this, it's hard to see this rope, especially on this platform here. But what we're going to do now is we're going to lighten that rope up, okay? And I'm going to do that over at the paint table. Okay, over here at the paint table, with mudstone, that's the color. I'm going to squeeze out a little of that. More than enough there. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to dry brush this lariat, but we don't want to dry brush it so much that we lose the dark color down here in the creases between each little twist of the rope. And what this will do, it will make the rope a lot lighter that you can see it better, but it will also brighten what was I going to say? Darn, I lost the word. It will also make it appear thicker than it is. So I get a little bit of paint on my brush and get rid of most of it. And then I'm just going to go back and forth over this. Hopefully you can see that. It'll take a while to get it done. There you can see it. And like I say, you don't want to do it so much that you cover up that dark detail. It just takes a while. And you want to be careful that you don't get any of the paint on his body or clothing. There, see, it shows that rope up really nice. Just take your time. Hard to get in some of these areas. There, that looks good. I think I'm going to stop right there. Okay. That does it except for two little things, little bitty things. I'll be right back. Okay, we ran out of battery on that other segment down at the shop down the hill, so we moved up the hill to the house to charge the battery, so I just thought we'd come out here on the front porch and finish this up. Anyway, he turned out great, I think. He looks really good. I'm pretty pleased with him. And painting the lasso really shows up here a lot better than it did down at the shop. And it worked out really well. There's a couple of spots I need to touch up. I think I saw them down there where the super glue for some reason turned white down here. I think it was because it was a little damp down here for some reason. Anyway, I can fix that. So, he turned out pretty good. Now, aside from those of you who haven't subscribed to my videos on my blog, I'd sure appreciate it if you would. And what I'd appreciate even more is if you would let me know what you think about what we're doing when we make these videos. You know, when I make a video and put it onto YouTube and don't get any response at all, I have no idea of how it's being received. So, you know, just a short little note down there in the comments on the video would really make us appreciate doing this that much more. So, we'll be seeing this guy later, I think, in another video post. So until then, I'll talk to you later.